Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts. In this video I'll be looking at Thundercats issue 4. Okay, so this is issue 4 of Thundercats. I almost went with the Mary Jane kind of parody cover for Calico being Mary Jane, but decided to go for the Jay Lee one instead. I thought that was much cooler. Jay Lee is very, very good and we love a bit of Jay Lee artwork, so that's very cool. Right, so yeah, this is a weird one. So basically, Panthro is building something in the depths of wherever they've crashed. Again, they seem to have got a base, I don't know. And Wiley Cat is there and kind of annoying him just by being too kind of noisy. And then we cut to Lino going to see Panthro and basically says about he's come to kind of speak to him about counselling and all this kind of stuff, and Panthro, Tiger basically says, well, Panthro did that. And said, well, yeah, he did do that, and I kind of took offence, and it's kind of a bit weird, and he's like, I'm not used to these feelings, and so well, you're only young, really. And it's like, okay, right, fair enough, because obviously Calico seems to be manipulating him, or at least that's possibly what's going on, but we kind of get that as possibility, but basically they're blaming it on, say, hey, you're just a kid, and even though you're a man's body, you're just a kid, and you've got these feelings, and it's very, very scary, and you do silly things, and you act up, and all this kind of thing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So then they see something on distance, and Calico comes down there to try and talk to Panthro, and basically says, oh, I'm sorry if I've upset everybody, and then they get called off to go and see what they were spotted on the horizon. Then we cut to Slythe being harassed by Monkeyin. Now this is an interesting one. Monkeyin's here, Lords of Reptiles, but these of the about you have much to learn about the mutants of Third Earth. So Monkeyin apparently comes from Third Earth. I swear to God, there's Monkeyins in that first issue. The back that the just look of it is, I think it's a silhouette, admittedly enough, but it definitely does look like Monkeyin to me. So anyway, they're there to kind of join up with Slythe apparently. Let me get a nice advert for the Chitara miniseries, which is coming pretty soon. Anyway, Thundercats spot these weird hooded figures on the horizon, which apparently be all these bandaged dudes. Again, who these are, nobody knows, because again, we're not seeing anything here. They appear to be magic users of some sort. What it turns out they are is basically kind of like minor versions of Mumra. It's weird. I don't quite know why they're there, because obviously Mumra used to operate on his own. But anyway, so the Thundercats pile into these guys. Same kind of usual thing of have one Thundercat do one thing in one panel each. That's a battle. That's fine. There's no like, let's see Chitara kick the crap out of someone for a page, and then let's see Panthro. It's like, no, one. Panthro smacks people, Chitara hits people with a stick. That's fine. That's fine. To get some weird stuff with Tigra going this, and then we kind of each looks over there. Oh, hello, we have a new friend. Well, because he's wearing a red cloak and everyone's else wearing brown cloaks. That's fine. This guy frazzles Tigra with a lightning bolt. Chitara picks him up, and then Panthro runs away. And you go, oh, okay, where's Panthro going? That's weird. Where's he going? I don't know. He said, but this is the weirdly stupid bit about it. It's like, right, new guy turns up and he's just fried Tigra in one go. Panthro's disappeared. Kit and Cat are obviously still around, and Dino just goes, yes, everyone stand down. I'll take the guy that's potentially really dangerous. Instead of having any help, I will stay behind and fight myself. It's like, well done. Why do you tell everyone else to go away? And where's everybody else go? They all just stand around and do nothing. It's like they should be, a minute ago they were fighting against them. They should be swarming over them, and now they're just kind of like, oh, I don't want to stand up. We won't bother fighting anymore. It's just a weird thing, and kind of they give time for Lino to pull out this new sword, which is basically called a Thundercutter, and the Thundercutter's got this lightning ability, and he kind of strikes Mumra with it, who kind of manages to block it. Back to the base. we see Snarf kind of angrily growling at something, which we don't know what's going on, and basically Mumbar kind of fills in with the information about there's someone in your party effectively that's giving secrets away about the Thundercats. And it's like, okay, so we're assuming that he means the ghost of Jarga, because obviously we've seen Jarga and him directly talking to each other. Panthro thinks, Lino thinks it's Panthro because Panthro's been playing up and he's just run away. And then later on, everyone thinks it's Calico because Calico's being weird. Just like, oh, there's a bad guy in your depth. It's like, oh, and everyone suspects someone different. It's really quite weird. And then he kind of like, oh, perform a thunder leap, and he jumps in the air because you can't just call it. Get out the way, Lino. Then of course, the thunder tank comes through, which is what he's been working on in the operations room in the base. Always love the thunder tank. It's such a cool design. So they go off. Off it pops and disappears. And then he said, "Where did he go? Did he get run over?" He said, "Oh, I don't know. Something happened when we appeared." So it's like, right. So obviously that's kind of like a way of in dialogue to say, "Oh, he disappeared," rather than just kind of showing it in illustration. Obviously, it's just like, "Oh, he got away." It's yeah, that weird feeling we felt. That must have been popping him off. Anyway, they get there. They return back to Snarf. Snarf basically says that um, he was attacked by Calico, and he had kind of a psychic voice. And then so they go, right, Calico now possibly has psychic powers that may have been influencing Lion-O. Therefore, they suspect that the person or the Thundercats themselves suspect that Calico is possibly the one that's been causing the problem. Lion-O possibly thinks it's Panthro that's been causing the problem, but we as readers assume, or I as a reader assume, that he's talking about Jarga because we've actually seen Jarga talk to him directly. What Calico is doing I don't know, because again, she just seems to be running around like an idiot, not doing much of anything. Anyway, so they apologise for kind of not treating Dino properly, and again, kind of strongly suggests that he was being manipulated silently. He basically says to Panthro, right, we need a base, we need somewhere to operate from because we're going to obviously be staying here as our new home. And then we kind of cut back to, oh, we've got kind of Sliver's in charge of the New Mutants, not the New Mutants, but the New Mutants. Tiger's down. Mumbar's there with on his own without his pals for some bizarre reason. Snarf and Lion are kind of looking out going on there, and that apparently Calico, overwatched by the ghost of Jarga, which is weird, and she's out there in the wilderness somewhere. And it's like, okay, right, fair enough. So, but we still not quite. Again, we don't really know what she. It's weird because from the Thundercats' point of view, yes, you can kind of get the idea why they're kind of suspect of her. But from her point of view, no one's really had a direct confrontation with us. Could basically say, yeah, we hate you, go away, we suspect you're a bad guy, and then she kind of runs away. They're all kind of a bit nervy about her, but then no one can directly confronts her and says she's evil or bad or whatever. So I'm not quite sure why she ran away, unless she directly is doing something dodgy. I don't know. Anyway, he says that out there that there is some knowledge that needs to be found. We kind of need to figure out, and then apparently there's this book out there in the wilds that's been uncovered in the desert, which is obviously going to be whatever they're looking for. So yeah, it's a strange one. It kind of again, it's the end of arc one, which kind of sets up this kind of relationship. But I don't know why I don't quite understand the Calico thing, because the Calico thing, if she shows up later on, why they just didn't show up as later on as a Thunder? We kind of you've introduced it now. She gets mixed up with people, then she runs away, but it doesn't really do anything. Anyway, next issue apparently is a one-shot with a new artist and a new writer, I believe, about Chitara before the miniseries launches in July, so maybe that'll continue into that, and then theoretically we continue with the regular Thundercats series after that. Yeah, all in all, it's not terrible. It's pretty good. it's a new take on obviously the Thundercats, not from the original ones, and it's not you know, egregiously bad that it's like, oh my god, they've ruined the entire thing. It's just there's some really weird kind of leaps of logic and kind of threads that seem to kind of be started and then either don't get resolved or stop or just go to places you didn't expect them to go. I assume Jackaman's going to show up at some point because you can't have one, the two mutants with the other one, and obviously they've got to meet Mumra at some point. It's just, I don't know why Mumra. Obviously the Mumra fight was there because Mumra's not got the mutants from the TV series, so they had to have the weird cloaky guys show up, and it's just like, I don't know why you brought Mumra in so quickly. What did they achieve? Apart from, he could have turned up and just done some mischief. There wasn't need for a fight there. They could have just been some kind of, you know, someone meeting him on the horizon kind of thing, and he kind of just goes, something's going on, and you don't know about it, and kind of slowly sees the doubt there. I don't know why the fight was there. Anyway, all in all, not terrible. I've continued to buy this as anything else. It's not gone beyond the point of that. So we'll see what happens with issue 5 and see what happens with the Chitara miniseries, which apparently is obviously an origin story. I personally would have liked a Panther origin story because I like Panther best. But yeah, it's cool. So with that, I think I can say thank you very much for listening. If you have listened to this, would you please like and subscribe? I'll be very, very grateful. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.